Alright, so this is how you have to fix the laminator. You can't just come in here and use it and not know how to fix it, because someone who fixes it is not always here. So first thing you have to do is make sure that when you run this dude, that clip, let me flip the camera. That clip is going down here. You can run it all the way down to the back of the desk. Big problem is we let it get rolled up, and it does not help us at all because someone else has to fix somebody else's mess up. So I took this thing apart already. I don't really know if there's a need in me showing you how to retrace it, but I will. So here's what you have to do. The first thing is you have to make sure that you have a hand to pick it up with. Whenever you place the roll on here, you try to square them up the best you can. It will be difficult for some to get it completely squared, and you know what? That's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, it's in there now. Now it looks like a mess, right? If you get it on there and it's too loose, guess what? It's on a roll. It'll roll back up. It'll roll up just like it rolled out, okay? I took the tray off, which sits here and controls this. I usually unplug it when I'm fooling with it because I don't like to be electrocuted. And as you're rolling it, you can't just roll it straight down through. You have to take it behind this first pole, behind, across, and it has to meet in here in the middle, okay? The big thing is shiny side up, shiny side down. That's what we want, okay? So now as I'm going through, I'm going to look. Oh, I can tell that it's boogered up pretty bad, as usual. So I'll plug it back in. I know where it has to roll. This is up right now, so I can make sure I can fit my fingers in there. Turning it off is huge because if it's not turned off, you will burn your hands over and over again. So you can leave it up for now. When you come down here to put this bottom roll on, see they're lined up pretty good. Both rolls are lined up pretty good. You have to go down, around, and behind. And you will join these two, not slick side, inside at all. So they have to be slick side out, and then you force them through, okay? The pieces of cardboard are in here to force them through. I usually stick it through there, and then I have to just yank on it there for a second too. So now I'm gonna turn the power back on. And you have to make sure your heat settings are right, guys. It's right here, so it shouldn't be that too hard to see. 104 is not gonna cut it. Heater button has to be on. 262 is a pretty good number. 104 is what it's on right now, but I can handle it right now because it's 104, so it's not going to burn me up. Okay, and this is not the same lamination that we've used in the past, so it's kind of cheap. So yeah, so right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to hit this button here on the side, boom, and turn it on. It's not doing anything, right? We don't see anything happening. Well, the big problem is the speed's on 0. Put it on 2 or 3, it doesn't matter. You have to close this on this side. Make sure this is all good. Hit that button, turn it back on. Still nothing's happening, right? Oh, guess what? That's got to be down. Paper tray. If that's lit up, that means something's wrong with this tray. I just do it with my finger right now. Oh, look at that. Voila. As I'm pulling it through, I want to make sure that it is coming out the back. I'm actually going to speed this dude up because I've got other things to do. It's got to come out the back. The lamination that I rolled back on here is coming through slowly but surely, but it's coming through. You can let it run, guys. It's not going to hurt anything. Tighten it up. If you need to tighten it by hand, do it by hand. Okay? Now right here, when you start seeing creases and waves, you have to fix it yourself. You can't just hope that it fixes on its own. You have to fix it. Boom. Oh, now look, right here. we're coming back around this thing. So what's happened here is I didn't cut it off, right? When I didn't cut it off, we have such a huge mess back here because it has been rolled up twice. Okay, now I can show you how to redo this whole thing. This is the way it was left for me to fix. Look, this is what I have to do every time I come in here. I have to manhandle this thing. It's not fun. That one's pretty easy to fix. So boom, pulling it down. Watch the rollers as you're going. Don't wear your name tag. If you wear your name tag, you're probably gonna get caught up in here, and it's not gonna be fun. It's gonna be funny for somebody else, but not for you. Now, where do you think this should be doing? It shouldn't just be hanging here. You need to put your plastic over the top. Over the top. Again, guys, this is the way I came in here and found it. So, now you have plastic laying over. You can clip it anywhere on here because it's going to roll down anyways. Back on. Back on, back on. Voila. I'm going to cut this off now. A tutorial is what we're doing, Miss Ghost.
And I have it written in my office too, but it's...
There's a YouTube video about to be put out. So now I just put the tray back on. Has to meet. She's in Laura's room. Oh, look. Now it just takes off on its own. Yeah, you can't just leave it, guys. You have to stay in here with it. If you leave it, it's going to be a train wreck. I really don't think that it's that important to leave it over the top of that. And if it seems like this cheap laminate is coming back over the top and wanting to roll back up, you can pull it back through. But you have to sit here and man it. You can't just leave it. And that's Laminator Fix 101. Thank you. Bye-bye.